And then despite all of that, we end up paying per capita almost twice as much as any country on earth for health insurance. So, Mr. Chairman, this is a very interesting discussion, but we're not discussing what's relevant. And what's relevant is, should health care be a right of all people, or should businesses, Mr. Fugers and the others, have to spend a great deal of time and energy figuring out how they provide health care to their people or how they do not? If we did what virtually every major country on earth did, is say that health care is a right of all people, not a right for a business. We have the absurd situation where Mr. Fugere feels it his moral responsibility to provide good health care for his workers. And thank you very much for that. But the guy who owns the pizzeria across the street may not feel the same way. And you are at a competitive disadvantage because you're doing the right thing. Now, what would it mean for our country and for small businesses if you could go about your business about producing the best pizza possible at the lowest possible price rather than worrying about health care? We took that burden off of your shoulders. Mr. Fugere, would that be a good thing for you?
I would absolutely support that.
Dr. Webb, you're trying to have the very difficult job, and I appreciate all the hard work you and other educators do of educating kids. I don't know that you took your job. You're worried about how our kids achieve in this world, right? Did you really want to get into the healthcare business when you took that job? I mean, if we lifted that burden off of you so that we have, town meetings every year arguing about the budget. I guess it's similar in Maine, all right?
It is very similar, and we are being asked to do more with less and less. And my fear is that when whether it's on the administrative side or it's on the penalty side or it's on offering insurance to what I would call very temporary employees, it's resources, and we have had to cut programs and options, and that has an impact on students.
I know it does, and it's very similar in Vermont. Would your life be easier if maybe all you had to do was worry about providing education to the kids and not worry about health care for your employees?
I mean, a question like that, sure, but what is the reality?
Well, the reality is that maybe it should not have to be the responsibility of the Bangor School District to provide health care. That maybe it should be a right of all of our people, whether they work in McDonald's in Bangor or whether they work for the school district, to have health care. Mr. Butzer, what do you think?
Did it again. If what you're saying, Senator, is that if we had a bill that was debated, that was vetted through congressional committees, and we looked at the health care system and really tried to come up with a more rational solution, I would say you're absolutely right. You would disengage business from providing health care. Now, you and I might not agree on the ultimate solution to this, but you would.
You would rather do food. We would rather. I would assume you would rather focus on producing your products rather than worrying about health care, right?
Yeah, from your lips to God's ear.